RusAme reader, Song, and today I will be reading to you from Apricity by Raindrops on Mushrooms. Now, before we get into this chapter, there is a trigger warning for mentions of eating disorders and mentions of past domestic abuse. That being said, let's get on to Chapter 8. A month after their official relationship started, Russia came to America with a giddy smile. America giggles. "Babe, what's up?" he asks. Russia grins. "I have a surprise for you," he coos, holding out his hands, both closed into fists. "Pick one," he says excitedly, practically bouncing. America giggles, thinking to himself before tapping Russia's left hand. Russia turns his hand over, opening it up to reveal a folded piece of paper. America takes the paper, opening it. "Read it out!" Russia exclaims. America giggles again. "One fancy dinner at any restaurant of your choosing," America reads. He looks up, blushing brightly. "Oh, Russ, really?" "That's not all," Russia says with a smile, holding out his other hand. Another folded piece of paper. America takes it, opening his eyes. His eyes widen. "Go on, read it." "One ticket to Galaxy of the Stars." He looks up at Russia. "That's your skating show." "Not the ticket, dear." Russia smiles. "Look again." America does so, gasping and clasping a hand over his mouth. He squeals happily, rushing towards and hugging Russia tightly. "Lifetime passes?" he exclaims. Russia smiles, hugging him back. "Anything to keep moja malinka zvezda near me." He lifts America up, smiling when the smaller country wraps his legs around Russia's waist. The Russian roughly translates to, "My little star." America leans down and presses a happy kiss against his lips, breaking away with a giggle. "When is it?" he asks. "Tomorrow night. We'll go for dinner afterwards." Russia smiles, fluffing up America's hair. "Oh, what will I wear?" America blurts. "Anything. You'll look perfect no matter what," Russia says fondly, nuzzling America's neck. America giggles at the ticklish feeling of Russia's breath and hair on his neck. Russia smiles up at America, kissing his forehead with a soft smile. America giggles again, hugging his lover. "Who'll take care of Leah, though?" he asks. "I called one of my siblings, sent them my show schedule so they know to come over when I'm gone," Russia says, kissing America's cheek. The smaller country giggles again, wriggling in Russia's arms. "Russ, put me down. I need to pick out my outfit," he whines, pretending to pout. "We have a whole day before then. You don't need to rush," Russia murmurs fondly, nuzzling America's neck. America blushes bright red, the stars of his flag glowing slightly. Russia jumps, looking at him with surprise. "What?" America asks, confused. "Your stars glow?" Russia asks. America jumps a bit, touching his face. Wow. They haven't done that since I was little," America says quietly. "What does it mean?" Russia asks. It means I'm happy." America looks back at Russia, tears rimming his eyes. Really happy." Russia's confused expression morphs into one of pure love and happiness. "Moja pliskanca zvezda," he says softly, moving up. He kisses every one of America's stars, making them glow more as America's blush grows. Russia moves lower, kissing the star-like freckles on America's shoulders, visible through the low collar of his sweater. Once Russia has kissed every star he can see, He moves back up and presses a gentle kiss on America's lips, the smaller country sighing into the kiss, hugging Russia tightly. Russia pulls away after a moment, smiling softly. I love you, he says warmly. America blushes, moving down and resting his hand on Russia's shoulder, nuzzling into the curve of Russia's neck. I love you too, he says softly, hugging his lover tight. Russia smiles, rubbing America's back, his mind drifting back to the past month of their relationship. After the day they'd gotten together, Russia had moved out of his apartment and into America's 2-bedroom house. Yaya, or Leah as America had come to call her, had adjusted easily, enjoying the bigger house more than the apartment. The two were so happy, cuddling and cooking and singing every chance they got. And yes, America sometimes had bad days where he begged Russia to take off work and stay with him so he didn't cry his eyes out, and Russia always stayed. America's health meant more to Russia than anything in his life, and he knew his job was steady so he could take time off whenever he wanted. America sighs happily, jolting Russia from his thoughts, making the Slav smile slightly. You're so handsome, Russia murmurs, making America blush, his stars flickering. Russ, quit that, he mumbles. You're a great listener. It's amazing how hard you work. I love the way you are. I'm lucky to even have you. You have such a good heart. Your smile makes me melt. You mean so much to me. Russia punctuates every sentence with a kiss, making America slowly get redder and redder, melting into Russia's arms. Russia smiles, sitting on the couch with America in his arms, lounging back. America sprawls over his chest, nuzzling into Russia's neck. Russia smiles, his hands drifting to rest on the waistband of America's shorts, where the hem of his sweater sits. May I? He asks softly. America blushes and nods. Russia's gentle hands drift up America's sweater, his palms gliding over America's sides, tracing little hearts over his white skin. America bites his lip, shivering occasionally when Russia touches a scar or sensitive spot. The two did this at least once a day, as America was heartbreakingly self-conscious of his body. Before they'd began to live together, America was horribly thin, barely eating anything. Their first cuddle together, Russia could feel America's bones. Immediately, Russia had begun to require America to eat a certain amount every day, gradually giving him more and more as he got more and more comfortable. Now, America had a healthy weight, and encouragement from Russia had helped him get more comfortable with that. There were still sensitive moments, especially when it came to cuts and scars, but Russia helped him get past it. Russia's hands are gentle as they brush over the old bruises and cuts on America's sides, but he stops when America's breath hitches slightly. Can I look? Russia asks softly, meeting America's eyes. The smaller country hesitates before nodding quietly. The two shift, so America is now sitting on Russia's lap instead of laying on his chest. Russia gently moves the sweater to find where his hand had stopped, looking at the scar there. It's small, looking like a cigarette burn, in between America's bottom left ribs. It's one of the older scars, healed over so it's no longer painful, but still obviously rougher and more damaged than the surrounding skin. Do you want to talk about it? Russia asks softly, looking back up at America. The Westerner hesitates before nodding and taking a deep breath. Brazil used to get drunk a lot. He would smoke after every bottle, one of his country's brands. I remember they used to smell like car exhaust or hot pavement. I always hated how his apartment smelled like them. I I mentioned that to him one day. He got mad and put his cigarette out on me. America's shoulders tensed. I told him to stop, that it hurt, but he told me it was my fault. I I never complained after that. Not for the cigarettes. Russia gently brushes America's hair from his face, his thumbs catching the tears that had formed in America's eyes. You know the truth, though, right? He asks softly. America hesitates before nodding, leaning into Russia's touch. It wasn't my fault. Brazil was wrong, and I'm safe here with you. He moves and hides his face in Russia's neck. And you'll never hurt me like him and Poland did, he says quietly. Russia smiles softly, wrapping his arms around America and hugging him tenderly. America takes a deep breath, doing as Russia taught him, letting the memory swell up before replacing it with one of him and Russia, letting Brazil fade away. America hugs back, a slight smile crossing his face when Russia kisses his forehead. Are you hungry? Russia asks softly. America's mind immediately demands for him to respond with no, but he pushes that away. He focuses on how he feels before nodding. Only a little, he says truthfully. Russia smiles softly, giving him a soft kiss on the lips. Shall we go make a snack? Cookies? America grins in excitement, making Russia chuckles. If you wish, he responds. America bounces, giggling happily. This was love. And that's the end of this chapter. I hope you enjoyed. Anyway, I'd like to invite you to join the Discord, which is linked down in the description below. That being said, I hope you have a nice rest of your day, night, or whatever it is for you. Just enjoy your time. And I will see you tomorrow.